Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and we're here live in Southwest Florida at the beach this morning. This is the beautiful Gulf of Mexico behind me. The sun's just coming up. It's a little chilly here this morning, but it's still doable. If you're joining me live, please say hello. Let me know if you're crafting this morning. Let me know if you have questions for me, or just feel welcome to say hello. Hi, Judy. Good morning. Hi, Thea. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Mariana and Christine and Lisa and Joe. Good morning. Hi, Donna. I'm on the last step of edging on the Tunisian cardigan, which means I will be able to start the sleeves today, although if my day goes anything like it went yesterday, I will get a lot done, but it won't be the things that I thought I was going to get done. So we'll see. I would really love to get the sleeves going on this and get this finished, but yesterday my plan was to make videos all day, and I never even hit record because I was so busy doing things that like popped up. Hi, Jill. Hi, Geraldine. Hi, Kathy and Trisha and anyone's names I missed. Hi, Geraldine and Joyce. Good morning, Grace. Hi, Carrie and Barbara. On the last couple stitches here, might as well finish it. Wait for everybody to join. Actually, there's no rush to finish it. We'll work a couple stitches here and there. Hi, Anna. Good morning. Wouldn't it be lovely to see a dolphin here today? Hi, Jalea. Ooh, we're really close to one of those cypress trees this morning. It's like right in front of me. I've got to turn the camera around. So if you didn't join us yesterday, I mentioned that those super tall trees here at the beach that I said seem like a hybrid between a coniferous and deciduous tree. In other words, a leaf tree and a needle tree. And I couldn't figure it out. And last week I got some hints from some of the audience here on the podcast. And I started doing some research between eucalyptus and cypress, and it turns out they are cypress trees, and they are protected in this area. And there's a great big one right in front of where I'm sitting. You see how big that is? I have to tilt the camera all the way up for you to see the top. It is so enormous. Like, these trees are over 100 feet tall. They're so amazing. So amazing. I can't get over it, and this one is sitting right in front of me. Although, I mean, the beach is lined with them. Look at this. Thanks, Charlene. Thanks for joining me. So as you can see, the beach is just lined with these and sea grapes and mangroves. It's just, I can't. Anyway, the beach is just lined with these cypress trees. So incredibly beautiful, but this is my view. When you guys are talking to me, you see the beach, and I really don't get to see the beach when we do the podcast, which is kind of weird, right? I come down here to do the podcast on the beach, and my back is to the beach all the time. It's so strange. Anyway, I do get to see it on the camera. But actually, we're getting this kind of the same thing. We're all looking at the beach on camera. Isn't that kind of funny? It's funny in a weird way, but anyway. But that's my view, that big beautiful tree in front of me, and that really gets me excited for some reason. Anna's getting started with the third color of her Gracie shawl. That's wonderful. I saw a few people joining in just now. That's wonderful. I missed some names. I'm sorry, but I do welcome you, and I'm so grateful that you've decided to take time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. It's in the 50s here this morning, so I'm bundled up in lots of layers. A couple of things from my Amazon shop, if you are interested. If you haven't checked out those zipper sports bras that I've been talking about, they're like my new favorite go-to thing. You can find them in the fashion folder on my Amazon shop. I bought a 5-pack in bright colors. There was a black, charcoal, and then hot pink, royal blue, and the purple. I bought, oh, what size did I buy? I think it's linked in the shop. I either bought a large or an extra large. I think I bought extra large, and they're not super tight. But I found over the years when I've bought zip-up sports bras at Victoria's Secret before, and in fact this was really embarrassing, the girl was very mean to me when I went in. I bought them, and a week later one of them broke. Now I'm sorry, a machine-made sports bra that's made out of stretchy material with a serger and all of the things that they do for a Victoria's Secret mass production company. I don't care how tight it was on me, it shouldn't have broke. And she looked me up and down, she goes, you probably bought the wrong size and it's too tight on you. And I was like, come on, if I bought a large and you think I should have worn an extra large, it still shouldn't have busted in a week. I could see if I was buying a small and I wore an extra large, then I could see that maybe I ripped it, but no. So she wouldn't let me return it even though it was damaged. And so I had turned off about that. I know, so rude, right? I know, it was only one size variant, so I just totally disagree with her. But anyway, I was hesitant to buy zip-up sports bras for a long time because of it, even though I loved them, so I just kind of stopped wearing sports bras. And then when I saw these on Amazon, I thought, well, I better size up because I don't want to break them. So stupid, right? And so I bought the extra large, and I have to say, I think I would have preferred the support of a large, if that makes sense. I think sports bras should be a little bit tight, and these are not that tight at all in the extra large. So if that helps you figure out your size, I am 5'9", 190 pounds, and a 38 double D, and the extra large is not quite as snug as I would have liked it to be. Oh, I know, they should have taken it back. Honestly, a large company like that, if something is broken within 30 days even, it's defective, not that someone wore it too tight. And they weren't too tight. They fit beautifully. They gave me great support, and they weren't hard to put on. Like, I didn't really understand her logic at all. And I'm a reasonable, open-minded person. If I thought that it was close to that, I would have said, yeah, you know what, maybe she's right, but she wasn't. Anyway, like I said, the only reason I'm telling you the story is to tell you why I bought the extra large, and why, if you're thinking you're in between sizes and you're close to my size, I would say size down to the large. I know that those types of reviews are so helpful when choosing sizes. I know when I shop online for clothing, the most important thing to me is reading those reviews and finding people with similar sizes and shapes to me, and finding how they choose things. You know what, if you don't know what you're looking for, it's hard to purchase anything online, right, Beatrice? You just have to be a smart shopper and deal with companies that are transparent and open and explain things. Like with my website, I try to explain things as much as possible, and that's why I do a live stream show every day. I want to make sure that people have questions, that I'm transparent and I'm available and able to answer them. So I don't think there's that many companies that are willing to be that transparent, but I'm very proud of the fact that I'm that transparent, and I'm willing and able to show you as much as I can, even though I'm an online business and store. So pretty awesome, and something I'm very proud of. Oh, thanks, Judy. Judy's posting a link to the zip-up front sports bras. They are fabulous. If you're interested in something like that, I have to say I've been wearing them for a month now, and the price is very reasonable, and I absolutely love them. Really do. All right, does anybody have any questions? Yeah, if you like that, if you are interested in sports bras, I don't know about you, I can't stand putting climbing into sports bras this way, especially if you want them snug, because you need them snug for support. It feels like a contraption torture device getting them on and off, especially when you're sweaty, when you're getting them off. Thank you, Mandela. I appreciate it very much. I bought an ab roller this weekend, so you know that I'm really struggling between wanting to go back to exercise and not being ready to do so, and especially after last week, I feel like the universe, God, Mother Nature, or whoever you would like to say, gave me a real sign that it wasn't time to go for a walk when I got stung by a wasp on the heel that's injured. So I'm trying to pace myself and just do my yoga and try to let my body heal and do my stretches. But I came up with an idea that I thought would be more intense exercise without affecting my heel, and I bought an ab roller. And I didn't put it in my Amazon shop yet, but I can later today when we're done with the show. I think it might be a great exercise tool for keeping more of my body in shape without affecting my foot and doing cardio. But I have to say, I think I'm going to need to do some videos to show you guys my progress and show you how I'm doing it, because, and if this is interesting to you, let me know. I think core is one of the most important things to keep in shape, but you also have to be so incredibly careful when you're starting to work on your core, because if you don't know this, this is really interesting. Between your back and your stomach muscles, they work together as a team. And so when you're trying to work one and those muscles are too weak, the other ones will pick up the slack and help out. Well, I already have a weak or not great back, plus I'm overweight now, so that makes my back weaker. I had stomach surgery a year ago, so my stomach muscles are pretty crap at the moment too. So for me to start out with the ab roller, I have to make motions that are so small to make sure that my stomach muscles don't say, hey, back muscles, we need your help on this one. Because if they do, my back will engage, and my back's not strong enough to really support my stomach, and I'll pull a muscle in my back or in my stomach. And what's amazing about all that is that I'm using very short motions and just trying to get it going and get started, and I'm still feeling an incredible burn in my belly. So if you would be interested in me showing you how I use it, leave a comment right now, because I think it's kind of interesting. I think it's a great exercise for getting you going even when you're not ready to do bigger things. And I'd be happy to share my progress if it's something you're interested in. It's a device that you could also hurt yourself with very easily too. So I just want to warn you that it can be very effective, but it can be very dangerous if you go too fast. Angela says yes, okay. And if all goes well, I will probably get started on one of the videos for, okay, all right guys, I will do that. I got to figure out where to do it. Probably where I did the kitty yoga video, over in front of the glass block wall. I was going to do it outside, but my deck in my backyard is so shot. Like, I'm afraid my foot's going to go through it any day, and there's some really weak spots. It's wood, and I don't think the roller would work out there, even though it would be nice to do it outside. So I will do it on the floor in the house. Wow, I see lots of yeses. Okay, and then I've told you guys about the people that I watch for yoga that I think you might enjoy. So Yoga with Adrian is a super beginner yoga teacher, and then my more advanced one, who isn't advanced, she's still kind of is Boho Beautiful. I like both of them. I alternate between those two and the yoga app, and I've gotten a lot better from doing it. So you know how we've talked about the fact that there's pluses and minuses to everything you do, right? And although I know everybody enjoys me coming to the beach every day, I am more likely to forget things I want to show you or talk to you about here than I am when I'm in my studio, because I have such great access to everything there. And I had a new thing that I wanted to show you this morning, and I totally forgot to bring it. So I'm going to ask Judy a favor. If you could show the link to the double zip mesh bag, I would appreciate it. And tomorrow I will try really hard to bring one to the beach, because you know those large mesh bags that are included with the crochet toolkit? Well, I've got another one now that's 2 zips. So you have the large 13.5 by 10 inch zip pouch, and then there's a second pouch on the front with a second zip on it. so you can separate your tools from your yarn and your project. Or you could separate any sorts of things. If you were traveling, you could be some sort of a toiletry bag. If you were wanting to organize any of your crafting supplies, you could put a small project in the front and a larger project in the back. You could put your pattern, if you had it printed, you could, like if you print out your pattern, you could put it in one piece and put your project in the other. But having 2 zips and 2 compartments is really cool. And so that big bag that everybody loved, I have made it into a 2 compartment bag now. So if you want to check that out, the price is very reasonable as well. And I did add some knitting tools as well. We've got some great stitch holders and cable needles, which we will be using in some new patterns soon. So I figured I might as well list them now in case you want them or need them already, and I will be showing you how to use them with some new projects very soon. So, does anybody have any questions? And I'll show you the double zip bag with stuff in it tomorrow. You can see the bag empty on the product listing page, so you can see all the details of the bag. And I gave the dimensions of both of the pockets with the zips. And I'll show it to you tomorrow filled so you can get an idea of how much you can put in there. We'll put some yarn in there, we'll put some, what else? We'll put some tools and we'll put some paper in there, and so you can get an idea of what all you can put in it. I thought I was going to bring it this morning, but, you know, I remembered when I got here and it was too close to the podcast to run back and get it at that point. So I said, okay, I'll mention it, but we will definitely talk about it tomorrow. And so if you want the link right now, Judy has shared the link. Thank you, Judy, but I'll show it to you tomorrow. Hi, Melody. How do I come up with so many ideas? I am just blessed with ideas, Charlene. My mind is always working, always spinning, and I've been like that my whole life. As a kid, I was never bored. I was always doing stuff. I'm just somebody whose mind is always, always, always busy and always creating and thinking of things, whether it's thinking of stories, thinking of whatever. I have a very, very busy mind and always have. And being creative makes me really happy, and it's something that's been in my blood since I was little also. Always been creative. I used to design wedding dresses as a little girl. I would sit and just draw and come up with a whole collection of things, or I would write stories and make up songs. Or go outside and pretend that things were something else. I made my own games. In fact, I used to get my sister and our local childhood friends, I'd get everybody together and I would make up games and tell everybody who they were going to be, or we'd reenact Star Wars and I'd say, you're going to be Chewbacca, you're going to be Han Solo, I was always Princess Leia, of course, but it's just something that I've always done. I've always been extremely creative. Yeah, and I feel very lucky and blessed to be that way because it really helps in my line of work. I never run out of ideas. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I found a piece of wood. I saw this just like a minute before I said it, so I was like, well, that's perfect timing. I'll use that to not jinx myself. How beautiful is the water today, huh? Hi, Edna. And there's no wind whatsoever, which I know is always the most pleasant for watching on YouTube Live. So I'll show you, here's the beach to the north of us. Whoops. And then our gorgeous view, beach to the south of us. There's some people here, not too bad. Yeah, you can hear the waves, but you can't hear it. Oh, there's a squirrel up there too. I did see dolphins this weekend, but would certainly love to see dolphins here this morning with all of you. I don't know, if anybody sees them, let me know. I haven't seen any. But I'm not looking at the water, I try to focus on the comments, so. Hi Rita, good morning. Hi Barbara. go down to the water edge too. Let's do it. All right, flip the camera. I think it's getting... Do I ever go to Captiva? I have been to Captiva, but it's about an hour drive for me. And in season right now with travelers here, it's probably double that. So if I were to go, it would only be off season, but I know my mom would like me to take her there, so probably will when season's over. The water is pretty clear today. It's still shaded. Look at how far out the shadows go. And that's because the trees are so incredibly tall. If you want to get scale, there's my blanket. And you know, my blanket's rather big. Look at how big these trees are. Does that give you an idea of scale? Did that give you an idea of scale? Because sometimes I don't think the way I show the trees to you on the live video really shows you the scale. They are beyond huge. Yeah, you can see that now, Lisa? Okay, good. Like, I just can't get over it. Marlon's great. Thanks for asking, Edna. He's been growing a mustache, and we were teasing him about it. He started teasing himself about it the other day, and then his friend and I laughed at his jokes about it, and I think he took that as us teasing him. And he shaved it off last night, and I think it's because he thought we were teasing him, but we were laughing at his jokes, teasing himself about the mustache. So personally, I prefer all facial hair or none. I don't care for just a mustache, but that's me, not him. And if he wanted a mustache, that's fine. And it came in really thick, so now he went clean shaven again last night. But I know he doesn't have the discipline to shave every day, so I'm pretty sure he'll be back to having a beard in the next couple of days. But thanks for asking about him. He's doing great. He's happy right now, which is always a good thing, right? When your kid's happy. Funny story about Marlon. He has a friend who likes thrifting, going to Goodwill, and he went with his friend recently, and he was blown away by the prices and was like, oh, this is amazing. And so now he's on a thrifting kick. And you know when you can get so excited about something that you lose sight of balance. He's so excited about buying things for $4 and under that I don't think he's really looking at the style of the things he's buying right now. So it'll be interesting to see when he reels himself back and realizes that more is not always better. He was showing me some finds last night. I was like, that's a lot of stuff. I didn't know. And it's not my place at the moment to burst his bubble, but he's going to have to stop getting excited about the prices and think about the style and the fit and the price all together. You know what I mean? Anyway, nobody's getting harmed, so. Oh, I know. Kids happy, we're happy. Kids sad, we're sad. Moms work that way. Absolutely, Geraldine. I agree 100%. Who is Marlon? He's my son. He's 18 years old now, Melody, and since I've been, in the craft industry for how many years now? 16 years. So I've been sharing pictures, photos, videos, and lives and stories about Marlon in and out of my career as a single parent. So for people that are more familiar with his name than others, Marlon is my son, and he turned 8. He'll be 19 in May. Wow. Is he the blonde in the sweater video? I'm not sure what sweater video you're talking. Oh, yes. Yes, he's the blonde in the sweater video. Yes, that's right. In the behind the scenes photo shoot. Yes, that's Marlon, my son. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. Yes. Yep, yes, he was in the car. Yes, that's Marlon. Thank you. He's a sweetheart, too. Tell him I like to go through a staker patch to get to a party. I don't know what that means. Thanks, Thea. People tell us that all the time, like in real life, they're like, Marlon, if you put on a wig, you'd be your mom. And he goes, great. But it is true. His birthday is May 30th. May 30th, he's a Gemini. Yeah, our birthdays are exactly 6 months apart. November 30th and May 30th. 29 and a half years apart. So sometimes we celebrate half birthdays. When he was little, I used to let him celebrate his half birthday on my birthday. It made him more excited to celebrate my birthday. Thank you, Mandela. I know, I enjoy doing cooking shows with him too. I cross my fingers that he's going to want to do it again one of these days, but we'll see. Yeah. OMG Granny Square has a 19-year-old son too. That's awesome. And a 21-year-old daughter. Yeah, I only have one kid. Oh, you'd go across something to give him a kiss. I forget what you said now. That's sweet though, Mariana. Thank you. All right, well, I could just sit here and listen to these waves all day, couldn't you? Man, I've got a few more stitches to finish on here. I think I will finish up, what have I got here, like 10 stitches to go? Might as well finish these while we're sitting here. And then I can be done with the regular crochet hook part. And then when I get back to my office and get through the things that I have to get through first, I will start working on the sleeves for this cardigan. Now, I know I have my scissors here somewhere. I'm almost certain that I brought scissors. I did! And then we'll pull out a quote before we finish up the show. Everybody like to hear a quote this morning? There we go. Last bit of edging is done. For somebody just asked what I'm working on. I'm working on the Tunisian crochet cardigan, and I have the back done. I have the fronts attached at the shoulders. I have the collar and all of the edgings done. Now all I have left to do is sew the side seams and add the sleeves. I think I'm going to add the sleeves first and then do the sew the side seams last, but I will definitely show you my progress as I go. Hopefully by tomorrow I will have a sleeve or two to show you. Wouldn't that be amazing if tomorrow morning I'm like, hey, I've got a finished cardigan. Not likely, but a girl can wish, right? A girl can wish. All right, let's get all that tucked away, and then we'll grab Create, Share, Inspire notebook. Oh, this is a really good one. I love, love, love this one. This is a Native American prayer. Give thanks for unknown blessings already on their way. It totally reminds me of like the law of attraction and positive thinking. And I love every time, one thing that I've noticed the most about researching quotes for all of my Create, Share, Inspire notebooks is that throughout history and throughout every ethnicity and every background, I find the same sentiments and the same thoughts and the same positivity. And it just reminds me that we are all so much more alike than we are different. Doesn't this remind you of things you've heard written in different ways from different types of authors? It warms my heart every time I can see a reminder that we're more alike than we are different. You can see the opposite information everywhere else in the world. The news wants to tell you that we're different and this and that and the other thing, but if you're willing to open your mind and look for the positive, it's there. And then especially in things like this, when you recognize something from a Native American prayer that you might have heard in a Brazilian quote or in an American or European or African, it makes me so happy when I can find that information on my own. I don't need to be spoon-fed anything from TV or social media. I can find information on my own, and we're more alike than we are different. So thank you to this Native American prayer. I'm going to read it one more time. Give thanks for unknown blessings already on their way. I love it. What a great way to start our day. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, the beach, the sound of the waves, chatting with me and everyone else. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.